dry mouth, red eyes, sweaty palms, hyperventilation. You may think that I'm describing the symptoms of an illness or a disease, when in fact, I am describing the symptoms of fear. Good morning, everybody. My name is Kabir Keswani, and I'll be speaking to you about the science behind fear. Now, I know the word science may be a bit daunting to some of you, but bear with me, because understanding the science behind fear will not only give you a better idea of who you are, but help you learn how to live with fear, instead of suppressing it. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let us define fear first, shall we? Fear is a natural sensation that our body produces that allows us to imagine the worst possible outcome out of any situation. Or it is a natural compass within us that allows us to navigate through life in the safest way possible. But what we don't understand, or what we don't want to understand, is that fear is an entity that lives within us, that grows, develops, and matures with us. For instance, when all of you were little, you used to be scared of the dark, of the monsters under your bed or in your closet. Growing older, you're scared of weapons, ghosts, zombies. Growing older, you're scared of deadlines, schoolwork, maintaining relationships because they're so fragile. Growing older, you're scared of the most basic things: money, loss, death. Fear evolves, and if we don't evolve with it, we can't control it, and it will take over us. But let's exit the more gloomy, the more gruesome side of fear, and enter the more pleasurable side of fear. That's right, I said pleasurable. We don't realize it, but in our daily lives, we manipulate fear for pleasure. I'm sure many, if not most of you, love horror movies and roller coasters. But why? Why do we love something that brings us so much fear? To understand that, we have to dabble in a bit of biology. Fear originates in our brain, specifically the amygdala. The amygdala in our brain communicates with two parts, the hypothalamus and the thalamus, which of course communicate with our sensory organs, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the skin, that react to environmental stimuli or changes in the environment. They produce adrenaline and epinephrine, which create a flight or fight response to any situation, which calls for it. When we are in a roller coaster, in a cart, plunging hundreds of miles an hour, our body realizes, for some reason, that we're safe, we're secure, we're not going to die. So we enjoy the adrenaline rush instead of feeling fear from it. Obviously, there are some people who can differentiate what they see from reality and feel queasy or avoid those situations completely. Horror movies. Have you ever wondered how horror movie directors are so intelligent that they can scare you just enough but make you feel a sense of fulfillment from movies? They tap into our fear of the unknown and the deviations from the norm. Have you ever wondered why we're so scared of ghosts and zombies? It's because our brain is wired to believe that after we die, our life is over. We're gone. But ghosts and zombies represent the idea of reanimation of life, which our body just does not want to understand. And so we fear it. Clowns. I'm sure most of you used to love clowns when you were little. They used to be the star of your birthday parties. They used to represent happiness, joy, laughter. But now, there are so many movies antagonizing clowns. We have ghost clowns, we have killer clowns. But why? Again, they tap into our fear of the unknown. Clowns are nothing but people with a mask on, with makeup on. We can't see what they're feeling or how they feel. And so we fear them. Similarly, horror movies incorporate nursery rhymes and children as ghosts to scare us, because we don't really imagine children and nursery rhymes in a situation with blood, with gore, with death. We usually think of them in a situation with happiness, with love, with laughter, and so we get scared. But to truly understand fear, we have to break it down. We have to categorize it in different ways. First of all, rational and irrational fears. A fear is only rational when it is tangible, when it is physically in front of you and harming you. When a man or a woman puts a gun to your head and wants to kill you, you instantly feel a rush of fear, of horror, of terror. It's tangible, it's rational. But irrational fears are a little harder to explain. A fear is irrational when it is real, but not physically harming you in any way. Most irrational fears can be traced back to anxiety disorders. They are real disorders that are caused by chemical imbalances in our brain. Adrenaline and epinephrine are produced increasingly in situations where they are not called for. And so we have obsessive-compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, hypochondria, panic disorders, social anxiety disorders, and most commonly, phobias. What are phobias? Why do they exist? Scientists don't know. Are they inherited? Are they genetic? Or are they maybe a past childhood trauma that manifests as we grow older? I would like to share with you an experience of irrational fear that I had long ago. It may help you understand it a bit better. 4 years ago, when I was in the 8th grade, I took a fall down the stairs in school and hurt my arm really badly. It has been 4 years, and up till a few weeks ago, every time I used to pass those set of stairs, my heart would sink. I would get cold sweats on the back of my neck, and I would back up. A few weeks ago, though, I passed those set of stairs again, and I asked myself, what am I scared of? Why am I scared? I survived, I'm alive, and I know now not to trip down the stairs. So I closed my eyes, took a deep breath, but opened them, of course. I didn't want to fall down the stairs again. Then walked down those stairs, one step at a time, and I did it. I made it. I conquered my fear. And you can do it too. But this brings me to my next point. Simply categorizing fear as good and bad fear. Good fear is the fear that pushes you to achieve beyond your perceived potential. But bad fear is when the fear holds you back from achieving what you already can do. I would like to share another experience with you. A few months ago, I had to sit for an exam. And I studied relentlessly. I knew everything I had to write. But up till a few moments, when I sat for the exam and picked up my pen, I froze. I dropped my pen and I began to panic. What was I scared of? That I would fail? That I would not attempt any question at all? I asked myself that question. Why am I scared when I prepared so relentlessly and I know everything I have to write? Again, I closed my eyes, acknowledged my fear, took a deep breath, opened them, took the pen, started writing. I wrote my name, wrote question 1, 2, and I finished the paper. I did it again. There's always something to be scared of in life. Fear is around us everywhere. Right now, we could be scared of Jakarta sinking. We could be scared of the turbulent political climate, or whatever's around the corner. Doesn't matter. We're scared. But should we let that fear control us? This is a message that I would like to impart to you today. Whenever we're scared of any situation, I don't care how scary it is, jump into it. Take whatever fear you have with you and let it push you forward so that you can live the lives that you were meant to live. Thank you.